How you guys doing? Chef Dan in his seafood series again. And some of you guys who know me already know that I grew up in the Maryland, DC area. We have a property up there on Penny Lane in Romancoke, Kent Island, right on the Chesapeake Bay. And the Chesapeake Bay is, of course, nothing but blue crabs. That's the state animal. Maryland is for crabs. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that before. So here at Kokomo's, today we're going to cook up Maryland blue crabs, steamed Maryland blue crabs with the great Maryland spices. All right? Now today, I've got some, we're of course here in the Philippines. So I've got some Philippine swimmer crabs that are just absolutely beautiful. Look how big this sucker is. This is a swimmer crab. It's very closely related to the crabs that you get in Maryland. But the big difference is, even though the body is about the same size, these claws are about 5 to 6 times larger than you'll find on those Maryland blue crabs. So there's a lot more meat in these suckers. And you know, when in Rome, you gotta work with what you got. Poor me, right? So here we go. The first step is to take these beautiful crabs and put them into the steamer. The steamer is basically water, beer, and apple cider vinegar. And I wish they had smell-o-vision, man, because, oh my God, the smells that are coming off this already, even without the crabs being spiced yet, are just incredible. The smell of beer and apple cider steaming and cooking is something to behold. So basically we lay these crabs in, one by one, and you want them raised above the liquid, okay? So here you go, lay them all in there nice and neat, or just throw them in there, whatever you want to do. Today I'll try to be as neat as possible. And again, these guys are just absolutely beautiful. Some incredible crabs here today. And this is what we're going to do to set up our Maryland crab feast. Now, we have to pile them kind of evenly in one layer if possible, and I'll show you why in a second. And you want to lay them evenly and as flat as possible. Okay, we got some straggler claws here that have fallen off, but that's okay, no problem. Now, one big difference in Maryland, you got piles and piles of these blue crabs, and they're just going crazy. They're all trying to snap at you and get at you. These, of course, have died. And that's very common here in Southeast Asia, these swimmer crabs. Very rarely you can find them alive in the market, but if you have a good relationship with your fishmonger or your crabmonger, you can definitely get a special call and say, Sir Dan, Chef Dan, we got a really nice, beautiful special shipment of these, what they call alimasag here, blue, swimmer crabs. And they're coming in from the province, and they're as fresh as can be. So the thing about crustaceans is, as long as you cook them, as soon as they die, there's very, very little drop off in the quality between cooked dead crustaceans, fresh, and live crustaceans. So that's what we've got here. Now, the seasoning is pretty easy. It's basically just this beautiful rock salt, okay? Kosher rock salt, and you sprinkle them real liberally. Don't be shy at all. You want to cake it on there. All right. Now, as you see, I've got about maybe 4 or 5 handfuls in there. Now, that salt's not going to get into the crab, obviously. None of this seasoning will. But a lot of this is for aromatics. And when you actually get the cooked crabs in your hand, because you're going to eat them with your hands, all that seasoning gets all over your fingertips as you break into the crab. And that seasoning that's embedded in your fingertips goes in as you work the crab meat out, and when you pop it in your mouth, it's something to behold. Okay? The next the next spice is going to be our trusty dusty Maryland Old Bay seasoning. And you go real liberal with this too. Do not be shy. This stuff's expensive here in Asia, but it's worth it. All right. And then the last thing I do is I put some cracked chili, dried chili peppers in there. And again, very, very liberally. So it's nice and spicy later. That's it. You put the lid on, let these puppies steam up for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and you're going to be in crab heaven soon. Aloha.